What are common misconceptions about knights? When we think about medieval knights, many images come to mind, but not all of them are accurate. Let's take a closer look at some common misconceptions about these fascinating figures from history. First, many people believe that knights were always clad in shining armor. While it is true that knights wore armor, it was not the gleaming full-plate armor often shown in movies. In fact, early medieval knights primarily wore chainmail, which was more flexible and practical. Full-plate armor became common only later in the medieval period. Knights did not wear their armor all the time because it was heavy and expensive. Another misconception is that knights were always young and invincible warriors. Archaeological studies of skeletal remains show that many knights suffered injuries from battles and training. For example, one knight buried in England had multiple rib fractures, indicating he faced many violent encounters. This evidence suggests that knights were tough but also vulnerable, often fighting into their mid-40s. Many people also think that knights were solely fighters. However, archaeological findings reveal that knights were often landowners and part of the medieval social elite. Their graves frequently include elaborate tombstones that signify their status. For instance, a limestone tombstone found in Gdansk, Poland, depicts a knight in chainmail with a sword and shield, highlighting their roles beyond just warfare. Another common belief is that knights always died in battle or in glorious circumstances. While some knightly burials show signs of violent death, not all knights met their end in battle. Some injuries suggest wounds from training or non-fatal conflicts. Many knights were buried with respect, indicating their importance in society, even if they did not die heroically. Additionally, some think that knights were uniform across Europe. Archaeological evidence shows that there were regional differences in armor styles, burial customs, and social roles. For example, a knight buried in Hereford, England, likely had roots in Normandy, showcasing the mobility and cultural exchange of the time. Lastly, knights are often thought to have only ridden horses in battle. While they are famously associated with mounted combat, archaeological evidence highlights the importance of warhorses, which were heavily armored and valuable. Historical sources like the Bayeux tapestry depict richly adorned horses, emphasizing their role as partners in battle. In summary, archaeology reveals that knights were complex figures who combined martial skill, social status, and cultural identity. They were not always the flawless warriors portrayed in myths but were human, with injuries, social roles, and regional variations reflected in their material remains. Understanding these facts helps correct popular misconceptions about medieval knights.